As one of the most visited cities in the world, Paris continues to attract millions of tourists annually, drawn by its romance, charm, and artistic allure. With its timeless appeal and magnetic atmosphere, Paris remains an enduring symbol of romance and sophistication, captivating the hearts of travelers from all corners of the globe. Paris, the capital of France, is also known as the City of Light, La Ville Lumière, due to its leading role in the Age of Enlightenment and its early adoption of street lighting. It is one of the most populous cities in Europe, with over 2.1 million residents in the city proper and approximately 12 million in the metropolitan area. The Eiffel Tower, one of the most iconic landmarks in the world, was completed in 1889 and stands at 324 meters, 1,063 feet tall. Paris is divided into 20 administrative districts called arrondissements, each with its own distinct character and attractions. The Louvre Museum in Paris is the world's largest art museum and a historic monument, housing over 380,000 objects and artworks, including the famous Mona Lisa. The Seine River flows through the heart of Paris, and there are 37 bridges that connect the two banks. Paris is renowned for its high-end fashion and is considered one of the world's fashion capitals, alongside Milan, London, and New York City. The city is famous for its café culture, and sitting at a sidewalk café, people watching, and sipping coffee is an essential part of the Parisian experience. Paris has been a center for literature, art, and philosophy, being home to many influential writers and artists like Voltaire, Victor Hugo, and Pablo Picasso. Notre Dame Cathedral, a masterpiece of French Gothic architecture, is located on the Île de la Cité in the center of Paris. The Arc de Triomphe, another iconic monument, stands at the western end of the Champs-Élysées and honors those who fought and died for France during the Napoleonic Wars. The historic Montmartre neighborhood is famous for its artistic history, bohemian atmosphere, and the Basilique du Sacré-Cœur. The catacombs of Paris hold the remains of approximately 6 million people and serve as an eerie underground ossuary. Paris is home to Disneyland Paris, the only Disney theme park in Europe, attracting millions of visitors annually. The Palace of Versailles, located just outside Paris, was the principal residence of French kings and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The world's first public zoo, Jardin des Plantes, is located in Paris and opened in 1793. The Paris Metro is one of the oldest and busiest subway systems in the world, with its first line opening in 1900. The left bank, Rive Gauche, of the Seine is historically associated with intellectuals, artists, and students, making it a hub of cultural and artistic activity. Paris has inspired numerous films, making it one of the most filmed cities in the world. The Palace Garnier, also known as the Opéra Garnier, is a famous opera house in Paris and served as the inspiration for Gaston Leroux's The Phantom of the Opera. The Pont des Arts, a pedestrian bridge over the Seine, became famous for love locks, padlocks couples attached to the railings to symbolize their eternal love. Paris hosts several world-class sporting events, including the final stage of the Tour de France and the French Open Tennis Championship, Roland Garros. The Panthéon in Paris is a mausoleum that houses the remains of distinguished French citizens, including Voltaire, Rousseau, Victor Hugo, and Marie Curie. The annual Bastille Day celebrations on July 14 mark the French National Day and commemorate the storming of the Bastille in 1789, a key event in the French Revolution. The iconic Parisian cabaret, Moulin Rouge, has been entertaining audiences since 1889 with its famous can-can dance. Paris has an extensive green space called Bois de Vincennes, which is even larger than New York's Central Park. The city's iconic metro entrance gates, designed by Hector Guimard, are considered a symbol of Art Nouveau. Paris has a network of narrow passageways called Les Passages Couverts, which are glass-roofed shopping arcades dating back to the 19th century. The French culinary scene is renowned worldwide, and Paris has numerous Michelin-starred restaurants. The Père Lachaise Cemetery is the largest cemetery in Paris and the final resting place of many famous individuals, including Oscar Wilde, Jim Morrison, and Frédéric Chopin. These are just a few of the many fascinating aspects that make Paris a beloved and enchanting city.